Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once a week show. My name is Michelle Marie. I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. I am both a Western and Vedic astrologer, as well as a tarot reader, and we're so glad that you're here.
And I am Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community and the Twillow Lifestyle Academy. I am a Reiki master, crystal master, Celtic Shamanic high priestess, channel, and a galactic ambassador.
Hi, everyone. I'm Renata Zimmer of Readings by Renata. I'm a medical intuitive. I am a psychic medium, and I'm a coach as well as a counselor. A few other things, not nearly as many as Miss Tanys over there. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, fabulous. Well, before we start answering questions, let's go ahead and do a collective reading. Did you want to start us off, Tanys?
I can do that. Yeah, just give me 1 second here. All right. So what did we get for us today? All sorts of fun stuff. The first one we got was Archangel Gabriel. And so this one is about, it says you have an important life purpose involving communication in the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help. So I'm really thinking that what that's about for the collective is really about communication, right? We have to make sure that we're really communicating with each other. I'm really enjoying those things like arts and crafts and whatnot, that we like the arts. I'm trying to get my camera to do something. Making sure, making sure that you're enjoying the arts. If you do things that are creative, making sure that you're doing that sort of thing on a regular basis, right? And communicate, make sure you're communicating. The next one here was Ariel, and this says new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way that you view the world and yourself. So allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So that really speaks to the collective and the way the energies are rising. And there's a lot more openness to spiritual experiences, which also means that you're going to be getting more, you're going to be more in tune. So the higher we raise the vibration in the world, the more that we can tap into that. Okay, so that's something we're hoping, we can all tap into that, because that's going to help us make a difference in the world. And again, this is my psychic card as well. So it's really about like making a difference, but also about those experiences and going with the flow, right? It's always about going with the flow. And then, there's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of death right now. And this is really a message about that. It says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy and at peace. I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So this is really a reassurance that, death is not an end. It's really just a transformation. And so as we go through transformation lives, yes, it's very sad for us here because we feel the loss. But really they're happy. They don't have the same stuff that we have here, the same density, right? And then if you guys are struggling with decisions, please tap into your heart space to make your decision. Ask yourself which one brings you closer to your divine purpose and which one takes you away. And all of that is just going to help you to step into your own power. So as a collective, I mean, these are individual cards, but really it's a collective feeling as well. We are all connected. So when we have one person feeling that way, it affects everybody because we are all connected. So just lots of self-care coming up, right? And trying to stay in that positive, be aware that you may have these more psychic style experiences if you're prone to that. Okay?
Oh, Tanys, that was wonderful. Thank you. Well, as you say, you can't make this stuff up. The first card I picked was Virgo, and it's all about serving others. Virgo is also about, self-care. And because it involves your health. Okay. So I feel like, we just came out of Kalsarpa yoga, which is when the nodes were encapsulating all of the planets in astrology. And we came out of something called a Yuga yoga, where all the planets were in 2 signs and caused a little bit more angst. And now then we entered Shula yoga, which, is a little better than Yuga yoga, but it still carries literally it means spear. So it carries a sharp edge to it. So I feel like, especially what's going on in the world and as a collective right now, taking time out for self-care and serving the collective. So it's not, I don't know about you guys, but I have been so anxious on a worldly level. I mean, I have a friend whose entire town flooded in Australia. People in my life that, know people that in Ukraine, and they're very worried for their safety. I look at what's going on in the world and just as a collective, and I get stressed out, and I have to remember to take out some time for self-care. And in addition to that, find little ways that I can help serve the suffering that I see. And because the second card I got was Venus in Virgo, and my Venus is in Virgo. So I know a little bit about this card. We tend to love to serve others. We can be a little perfectionistic when it comes to our partners, but I got a good one. And it's basically enjoying, cherishing what you have, okay? But also not worrying about it and not worrying that everything has to be perfect all the time, okay? Especially when we're going through this chaotic energy right now, just both astrologically, individually, and as a collective. So I said, what can we all do to step into power? Because that's what Tanys was mentioning during her reading. And I got the ruler. So taking rulership over your life, taking rulership over the situation, rather than allowing it to consume you. And it says sometimes you must defend and create boundaries with your mental health, boundaries with your anxiety, also boundaries with others, and protecting yourself from invasive or other inappropriate, behaviors, triggers, etc. So as we're kind of going through this incredibly difficult energy, I think that the best thing that we can do moving forward is take time for self-care and set appropriate boundaries, because Virgo is also all about boundaries. Okay. So I'm sending love to all of you, and I wish you all the best. And we will see a big reprieve in April. That's when things will start to lift a little bit. So we can look forward to that. If that was helpful.
Thank you, Michelle. And Tanys will be right back. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Hi.
Having
Okay.
a few techie issues tonight, so bear with me.
Okay. Still cutting in and out just a little bit for me, but it happens,
Let's
right?
see. If I have to go and reboot, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once again, I got some very similar cards as you guys did. Right along the lines of what you were talking about. I got from this new deck, I got this Nurturance. I'm trying to position it so you can actually see it. This Nurturance card. So this is all about taking care of yourself, restore your balance, and you do that by resting when you need to rest and not pushing yourself too hard like a lot of us tend to do. Michelle was talking about the things that are going on in the world. I'm Russian, but technically I grew up in the Ukraine. It was just during the time of USSR, so all of us were considered Russian. But, it's like everything around, like my hometown has been bombed to smithereens, and like all the local areas. It's just been crazy. And I've been trying my damnedest just to keep my balance, but it's been really challenging. I won't lie. It's been challenging not to get very emotional. I haven't even been able to look at the news, honestly, because it's too much. And, especially if you're an intuitive, it's been a very, very challenging time. I also got this Sanctuary card. It says connect to your inner strength. But I think this is really about finding a safe space and just kind of restoring your I actually got this peace card as well, and I think that this is kind of a glimpse of things to come. I think we're all craving peace, and I think that we're all being driven toward moving in that direction, especially with all the terrible events going on right now. And what we have been through for the last 2.5 years has been like insanity. Honestly, it's been crazy. Now, finally, I got this, and it says, keep going forward. So it's just encouraging us to keep moving forward, and we're going to move through this tumultuous time. It's just encouragement for us, basically. So all very similar kinds of cards I think all of us got as per usual. Nothing new there, but we love it. Michelle, you're on mute, honey.
Sending you lots of love because I know Venus is in, Virgo, and you're a Virgo as well. And it looks like one of the people in our audience is a Virgo, Catherine Baxter, and she's our
Oh,
first question.
yeah.
And
Wonderful.
do you know her,
Catherine.
Tanys? Aw. She says, that all makes sense about the crying I've been doing. I'm releasing and realize that this too will pass. Yes,
That's right.
Catherine, it will pass. It's been difficult on all of us, especially the last few months. I mean, we just came out of this horrible COVID disaster only to meet this new one. So yeah, just taking out time for self-care. And you did ask a self-care question, so we're going to get to you first. All right, Catherine, I am going through Bowen. I don't know what that is, so you ladies can maybe help me out with this. And wondering if this is the time for a 4-week detoxification. Okay, Tanys is frozen. So,
Is that therapy? I think it's a type of therapy.
Okay,
It's
all
a
right.
holistic remedial body technique that works on the soft connective tissue, the fascia of the body, it says.
Okay, got it. All right. So I did pull some cards for you, Catherine. And the first card I got was Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is all about detachment. Okay, it's Leo's all about pleasure. It's all about enjoyment and luxury, like a lion lounging in the gazelle, I should say. Elk aren't really in Africa, but
If they were,
so
they
you
would
have
be prey.
Aquarius is all about detachment. I would know my moon is in Aquarius, and we have the ability to just remove our emotions from a situation in order to get something done. And that's what I feel like you need to do as part of this cleanse, is to remove any type of emotion-based behaviors that would kind of break what you're trying to do, like whether it's overeating or over drinking or overdoing it or underdoing it. Finding a really good balance for yourself and kind of detaching the emotional aspects is what I'm getting from this. Kind of look at it from what I call a Queen of Swords perspective. Take the emotion out of it and put the most logical part of yourself in charge when it comes to this cleanse. Okay. Because the second thing I got was the second house. Now the second house rules your finances, but it also rules the mouth. Okay. So what I'm getting here is you need to be more cognizant of what you're also putting into your body. Okay. I'm getting comfort, like you might seek comfort or emotion when it comes to food. Okay, so kind of looking at food from a very different perspective, like eating a very healthy, balanced diet, drinking lots of water, making sure you're getting the right vitamins. Now, Renata is a medical intuitive, and she can definitely tap into exactly what needs to be worked on, but that's what I'm getting from my cards. And then I got the dreamer, which is really interesting. And it says, look to your day and night dreams for guidance. Keep dreaming, keep envisioning, and give back to helping others realize your dreams. So you have this idea, this ideal that you're trying to reach, and your guides will help you along the way. They are trying to reach you in the dream world. But what I'm also getting is don't over idealize. Just do what's healthiest and best for you moving forward. Okay. So just in a summary, I got do it with detachment, watch your diet. Now, I shouldn't say diet, just, watch for like creating an emotional attachment to food. Okay. And then I got the dreamer, which is look to your guides for guidance. And I said, what is self-care wise can Catherine do for herself? And I got write a gratitude list. Write down all of the things that you're thankful for and revisit it. Okay. I think that's really going to help you moving forward with something this intense. And then I got make an altar. So this will give you something to focus on. I have an altar. You can put you can put deities on your altar. You could put, little pieces of nature, like a flower or something you find outside. It could be pictures of loved ones. It could be anything that makes you feel both grounded and connected to spirit, because we're all about opening up. Okay. So those are the two messages from your guides that I got. And I hope that was helpful. And I know that Renata has a lot to say too.
Hi, Catherine. Okay, so before I even get to my cards, just intuitively, I'm getting that you have this big empty space in your solar plexus.
Mm.
And so what Michelle has taught, okay, I'm getting like chills and tingles. So that means they're confirming. So what Michelle was talking about, partially like the issue is the attachment to food is you're trying to fill that space, that physical emptiness. You're trying to fill that with food, which makes sense because if it feels like a physical emptiness, then you're trying to fill it with something physical. However, of course, this is more of an emotional and psychological kind of an issue. So it doesn't matter how, you can eat and eat and eat, and it'll never really feel kind of like fulfilling in the way that you're really looking for. And I saw you commenting, even like the infrared blanket, it's like warmth and heat and like comfort. I feel like you're looking for comfort. And that's kind of like what you're searching for, because there's a lack of feeling of safety. So it's interesting because I drew some cards that kind of confirmed that. In fact, the safety card right there, it says you are held. So this is just a reminder that you have light beings around you, that you have your guides around you, that you can call in the angels, the archangels. You can ask for help. You can ask for assistance. You're not by yourself. You're not alone, even if it feels that way sometimes. Okay. You have a support system that's built in. It's easy to forget, but this is the case for all of us. So you're also being reminded to have compassion for yourself. Okay, because I feel like you have difficulty with this. You're tough on yourself and you're there for others, but not necessarily as much for yourself. So, and this is kind of a reminder. It says you are loved unconditionally, because the universe, God, spirit, you're just accepted as you are. You don't have to do something in a particular way. Like humans are the ones who put conditions on that kind of stuff, right? But we are just loved and accepted unconditionally exactly as we are. We don't have to be a particular size or have a particular look in order to have that. So this is just a reminder for you. And, Michelle, Michelle was talking about you taking a different perspective. Well, I got this third eye chakra card for you. Okay. And that's really what that's talking about there as well. It's telling you to look from a completely different, in a new way. It's saying, look at the situation in a new way. All right. So kind of look at it more from here, more from your heart, more from your soul, your gut, rather than from your head. Because if you're going to look at it from your head or from your mind, then you're going to be very tough on yourself. And you're going to kind of end up, not really being very kind. And, that's not really how people see you, though. I hope you know that. I hope you know that you're tough on yourself, but there isn't really a very good reason for it. All right. And you can be gracious toward yourself too and allow yourself to make mistakes. That's okay. That is how we learn. You don't have to be perfect in order to be worthy of whatever it is that you think you're not worthy of, love or acceptance. And by the way, gracious receptivity here in my Lemurian deck for you. Okay. So you have to kind of learn to be more graciously receptive toward yourself. You have to open yourself up for support and love and assistance and help. It's okay to ask for help. It's a good thing to ask for help, and let me see. I guess Miss Tanys is still rebooting. We're waiting for her to come back on. So while she's doing that, you are being told, and by the way, I pulled this one twice for you. So for whatever reason, it's important. Staying focused is important. It says hold the course. So there's something that you're already working on, and it's saying that you should keep going with it. You're on the right track. So this may be talking about your you're trying to renew yourself, I think, and like the detox and whatever. I think you're on the right pathway. So it's telling you to keep going. And finally, I have this solitude card for you. It says, in silence, peace prevails. But I really think this is about you just taking time to meditate and just be on your own. Yay, Miss Tanys is back. Hi. And perfect timing there. Yeah, it's just saying basically take time out for yourself. You deserve it. You're worthy of it. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Catherine.
Awesome. I do have some cards for Catherine, and you're on mute.
Fantastic.
Okay, we have 2 tippers, so we're going to get to them next. Okay, guys? So hang tight and just excuse any technical difficulties we're having, please.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, that's better, Tana. So it seems like you're not lagging like you were before. So
Yeah, I had to go and reboot everything. So it's all good now. Fingers crossed, everyone. Okay, so Catherine, I do have that you're going through some body changes. So this is my transformations deck. So I asked, so what kind of transformations you're going through? So there's some body transformations, which makes sense with the Bowen stuff. And they're going to help you to gracefully age. Okay, so that's what it's helping to combat that by healing from the past. So some of the tears that you're having, you're working through some of the past stuff, when childhood traumas and those kind of things that are coming up for you. It is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. Okay, and I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Okay, so I think that there's some new habits, perhaps. That's what's coming to mind, is that there's maybe a couple of new habits that you might want to bring in. And spending time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions, ask the angels to help to gain a positive perspective. Okay, so I think that is going to be key. And you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. And you can only do that if you are in a state of love. And so making sure you're doing self-care, doing the meditations, and just allowing your body to move into those changes. I'm also getting that some of what you're feeling is that crystalline DNA change that's in our structures right now. There is a shift right now happening energetically for many of us. Mm-hmm. And I think that includes you. And so this energetic shift is also what you're feeling, Catherine. Okay, so breathe through it. Lots of self-care. I'm getting drink lots of water as well.
Yep, I got that
ground
too.
you.
Yep, and we all got lots of self-care, and we even got stay the course. So I think this is partially what you were talking about as well.
Yeah, yeah. So that's then we all agree. Genetics. Excellent.
Okay. Well, we hope that was helpful, and many blessings to you, Catherine. Okay, so Rachel's with us. Oh, big long question. Hey, ladies, glad to see ya. I'm happy to report that I got accepted to the NYU Animal Studies program. And I told them an unofficial yes. Today, I got a call back from Stuttgart, and I'm very rushed to prep, and the music is hard. The Army's giving me issues about taking the audition. Would love some cards regarding audition as well as NYC. Well, I pulled cards for the NYC situation because I'm really excited for you when it comes to that, because we all kept pulling animal cards for you. Renata was pulling them. Yes. Tanys was pulling them. I'm getting yes. So, yeah, I'm excited for you. And yes. Okay, so I pulled some cards for that, and the first one I got was Cancer. This is a chance for you to be a nurturer. I know that you are a dog mom like me, and that Ollie's your baby. So Cancer is the house of the mother. This will allow you to you have the intuition to not only heal, but also protect the animals. Okay. So I feel like this is definitely a great step for you. You're going to be right at home doing this, because this is something that could be part of your dharma, or just something that you're meant to kind of move into. So really good for that. And then Michelle, I said, okay.
By the way, you mentioned Ollie. And as you mentioned that, I got that Ollie actually came into Rachel's life to lead her into working with animals.
Perfect.
So there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting tingles on that one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Ollie's an amazing little guy. He's really cute. So then I said, what is the energy going to be like regarding this program? I got the Lover. You are going to absolutely love this. It says, with love, all things are possible. For love replaces your confusing doubts, because I know you can struggle with confusion and trying to make the right decision, and weakening fears with faith in yourself and others. So have faith as you move forward in this, because this is a really powerful energy that you're stepping into. Okay. And then I got use your hands. Now, I know that in a past reading that Tanys mentioned that you can heal through your hands, and you could heal animals. So maybe looking at not just looking at a few alternative therapies in addition to any studies that the program is offering you, because I feel like the healing energies regarding your hands can help. And I know that Tanys is a not only a Reiki master, but also a teacher. So she's someone to talk to about that. But yeah, using your hands is something that you're going to be doing a lot of in this program. It's going to be very hands-on. And then I got the 9 of Water from the Angel Tarot. And it's your wishes come true. Your concerns fade away. You are going to love your life. And look how happy she is. She's got all of those cups underneath her. Those are all hers, and it's full of all of her wishes and dreams and happiness and purpose. And so this is going to be an amazing program for you. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. This is literally the wish card. Your wishes come true. Yep. So congratulations. I am so pumped for you, and I wish you all the best, and give hugs to Sweet Ollie.
Beautiful. So yes, so I'm excited for you too. That's awesome. So I have a few things here. So this is for the program, okay? And I got the person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born healer. Mm-hmm. So that just confirms your healing thing. And then I got cancel, clear, and delete. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the efforts of past negative thinking. Okay, so they're just asking you to really lean into that. You see here, Archangel Michael with his sword. They're just asking you to really lean into it in a positive way and go in with that happy, yes, I'm excited going forward kind of thing. You have an important life purpose involving communication in the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. What comes to mind is animal communication. So because of your psychic abilities, the communicating with animals is going to come naturally to you. Okay. It's really a matter of they communicate with us all the time, and we'll often say to them and talk to them, but it's important for us to listen. So sometimes, just stepping into that quiet space of I'm just going to listen to what this dog has to say, or I'm going to listen to what this cat has to say. And that's really going to help you. Okay. So I think that's what it's referring to. That's what's coming through. You should know that you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. So I would definitely say that is a positive card for the program. And again, I got another safety card. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay. And for me, I feel like that's really personal power, and also your intuitive powers is what's also coming through to that. And then I got trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So how do you feel about it? We're excited for you, but how do you feel about it? Pretty sure you think it's pretty cool. So yes, I asked about the audition, and it wasn't the same kind of cards. I was kind of interesting, the cards. I got, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants. Okay. So I wouldn't say that's a bad card, but it's more about your psychic gifts. So it's encouraging you to feel into how you think it's going to be. Okay. Your children on earth are in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So I'm not sure if you have kids or not. But this could also be your fur babies. Okay. So know that they are happy. Any of your physical challenges, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So that's just confirming. I kind of think that might be with the New York piece. Okay. And then there is a situation that you need to let go of. Okay. In order to move forward. So there's nothing but positive cards about New York. I'm really excited for you. And yeah, doggy massage, doggy Reiki. Yeah, there is animal Reiki, and it's a lot of fun to do. They have chakras and everything. So yeah, it's fun. I've done a fair bit of it. So yeah, so lots of luck to you, Rachel. I'm excited.
Yay. Thank you, guys. That was beautiful. I got some very similar cards that are confirming, and just intuitively, I can tell you that I also feel like, and I think and you're just looking for a little bit of confirmation, but I think that you're leaning toward New York, and you're already feeling like, I can tell that you're not liking that it's the rush to prep. And I know as a musician what that's like. That can be really, really unnerving. And, you probably would be, I'm seeing that if you went in that direction, you probably would be kind of anxious a lot of the time. And so that would kick you into gear in a direction that you want to actually move away from. So that's just my intuitive feeling on it. And I think the ladies are confirming. But all very similar stuff. I got breakthrough to new dimensions. So you are definitely going through a shift that you're meant to go through right now. And I feel like this acceptance into the program. And I saw that you said you applied because of us. We're so happy to have helped guide you on this journey. And we're ecstatic for you, but you are meant to be going through this right now. Absolutely. It says a new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. And you need this. Like, I feel like you really need this shift. This is the right timing for it. Also, safe and surrounded by love. So you're being like, there, you feel concerned about, like, I think that you feel a lot of the time that you're not safe. And so that kicks your anxiety into that high gear that I just mentioned. And as Tanys was saying as well, you are safe. This is just a reminder that you're cared for and you're protected and you're loved. So that's a reminder for you. From the Lemurian deck, I got the sound of the universe. As you're meant to, this is actually just confirmation of you being also a light worker, and having intuitive gifts, and you tuning into all of the messages that the universe is sending you. All right. So you're being encouraged to continue to do that. This is a time of rebirth for you. Okay. More animal cards. Let go of the ties that bind. So as Tanys was talking about, there are some things that are kind of holding you back. You're being encouraged once again to let go of these things that are like no longer serving you. All right. And also, can't make this stuff up, shine. It says, hold your head high. Okay. You're being encouraged to just really to feel into, because it's not, as they say, it's not just the destination, it's like the journey as well. So you're being encouraged to just feel good about the decisions that you're making. And as you're moving through this time, you're being encouraged to just feel proud of yourself, Let's see here. And it says the time is now. Answer the call. So I feel this is regarding the NYC situation. And finally, expand your horizon. So I know it's a little scary. And I know that you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone here quite a bit. But you are absolutely being encouraged to do that. And I feel like Tanys and Michelle were talking about, the animals are such a gift for you. And you're a gift to them, really. You're meant to do, the healing you're meant to do. I do feel like you can read them and you can pick up on, I can also pick up animal like messages and stuff like that. So I know what that's like. Maybe there's a music connection there somewhere in there. I don't know. But anyway, you've got intuitive gifts and you can use them and you can use. So what's beautiful about what you're stepping into is you can juggle a whole bunch of your gifts and you can use them all, or a whole bunch of them at once, and you're going to really enjoy it very thoroughly. Okay, I'm done now.
Okay. We hope that was helpful, Rachel, and we're excited for you too. Leaf is our next questioner.
Yes.
Her next question, and she says, "Oh, you can tell Rachel she can come over to Veterinary Emergency Group. Great place to work. They're always great ER doctors and techs. So thank you, Gleneef. That's very sweet of you. Yeah. All right.
I love this. We're networking. We're networking in the chat. I love it. I'm a networker. I love networking.
Yes, you're good at it too. Okay, so let's get to Gleneef's question. Hola. I want to know who I will meet next, and will he be handsome? Okay, so I pulled some cards for you. And the first one I got, Fox is agreeing with this one. Pay attention to the red flags. Ooh. Okay, so there are some things that you still aren't really aware of that you need to, perk that, put your feelers out and really get to know somebody as the signs are going to be cautioning you for a few people that are going to be coming across your path. Okay. I'm getting one in particular. Okay. So pay attention to the red flags, listen to your gut, listen to your divine intuition for jumping into a relationship. Because the second one I got was retreat. Okay. It's time to disconnect from the world. So I feel like you need to just take some time out just for you, disconnect, spend some time alone, and that can help you become a little bit more grounded and aware so that you can see the red flags when they're coming. Okay. And then the third one I got is this person is worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. So they're coming, but not right now. Okay. You're going to have to wait a little bit for them. All right. But they're worth it. Okay. So then I said, all right, so what kind of person is this going to be? And I asked my karma cards, and I got Sun in Aquarius. Okay. Now, Sun in Aquarius is a really interesting personality type. They tend to be very innovative. They tend to be very futuristic thinkers. They tend to kind of detach emotionally when they're dealing with when they're in relationships. Now, it depends on where his Venus would be, or it would depend on where his Venus would be, which would kind of determine the way he handles relationships. But the overall ego of this person will be, they could be in tech and or working for some type of a humanitarian cause. So the sun represents the ego. It's how we shine in the world. It's who we are. And in Aquarius, these people are visionaries. So he'll be a visionary. Okay. He's also likely to be a little eccentric, which is, I prefer eccentricities. And he is the type of person that isn't afraid to experiment with life. Okay. So that's his overall personality. And you can look up Sun in Aquarius online and kind of look at some of the characteristics, because that's who you're going to attract, and they're worth waiting for. So I said, all right, Spirit, I always like to end with a self-care card, because I think it's important that you take care of yourself moving forward. And a lot like the retreat card that I got rest. You need to rest. You need to get some more sleep, really good sleep. Okay. So if you're having trouble sleeping, I'm not going to prescribe anything. Personally, I take melatonin before bed. I do like a sleepy time tea. I don't tend to watch anything really violent before I go to bed. I usually just have some like soothing music on, or I read a little bit, just having a little routine together so that you can sleep better at night. Because what I'm getting from Spirit is you're just not getting enough Z's. Okay. And you definitely need that with the type of work that you do, both emotionally and mentally and physically. It's very taxing on you. So taking time to rest, to recuperate from that experience is really going to help you moving forward. And just know they're coming, but they're worth waiting for. Okay, Glenith, I hope that was helpful. And I know that Tanys and Renata have so much more.
Awesome. Thank you. So yes, so I do have someone coming. It is going to be a lot of chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. It's a past life relationship that's coming in. So usually those come in terms of karmic sort of thing. I feel as though there's two coming. Okay. So I feel like this karmic one is one. And then there may be a different one down the road. Okay. So we'll look at that a little bit. But they're really encouraging you to love yourself first. Right.
That's the red flags. Yeah.
Yeah. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, basically. So then I was picking, I have these cards that are like personality style cards. And so I got a year 2 and a year 3, which is kind of interesting. So that's why I feel like there's 2. So there's one that might be in about 2 years. And this one is about balance. So when you see this card, you'll see there's all these words on it. Okay. So balance, I feel like that's the karmic relationship, because he's going to be coming in to help you balance some karma where that's concerned. Okay. There might be a bit of heartache, but there will be some progress. Fairly peaceful relationship. You're both very connected, but you're both also very sensitive. And so I think that there's this balancing aspect that's going to happen with him. And then likely that will change, and you'll move into one in 3 years. That's a creative. And I think this is the one that Michelle was talking about, because you've got, it's really hard to see in the camera, so I'll just read it. You have social, You have happiness, friendship, communication, expression, and travel. So I feel like that is the one that is worth waiting for. And you've got creative. I pulled another one, and this one says fun is one of the main things. The other nice thing is to note is that all three of these are positive. So even if the other relationship doesn't last, it's a positive experience for you. And it could still be the same relationship. It might be that there'll be a transition in the relationship. The dynamic could change. When the karma is worked off in the relationship, there may be this energy change that happens within it. So it may still be the same relationship. Could be two. Okay. So this one, it says communicator, listener, aware of others, charisma, happy, optimistic, and a motivator. And it's Mercury communication. So I think those are really great cards for personality and stuff coming forward. And so I asked kind of what can you do to prepare yourself for this? Healing family issues. Okay, your love life benefits when you forgive your parents. Improving health. So being on a little bit of a health kick, right? Watching your body, watching what you eat, making sure you're getting enough exercise, fresh air, water. And I got second opinion. This was the other reason why I thought perhaps there might be two people coming in, because I felt like that was kind of an indicator that there's another opinion coming in, or another person. Okay. But it says have faith, which is like that. It's worth waiting for. Have faith. All right. So that's what I've got for you, Gleneef. I hope that's helpful.
Hi, Gleneef. Okay. So yeah, I have some interesting cards for you. A lot of it is confirmation of what the ladies were talking about. And I'll just tell you what I feel coming through. This is the first one that I got. It says, be willing to express love, to receive love, in order to receive it. So I think this is just talking about you getting more into balance and being open to it, because we're not always open to it. Like, I know I've personally really struggled with it. I'm great at giving love, maybe not so great at receiving it. So this is what this is talking about. I got the look to your inner strength. And I feel like you don't always give yourself credit for this, but you do have this, and lots of it. Okay. So don't forget, you are stronger than you realize, it says. So this is reminding you, because this is important. Sometimes we start to feel like, oh, we're on our own and it doesn't feel like it's okay, but you are strong and you've been through a lot in your life. You're being told to slow down and not jump into anything, as the ladies were talking about, like really feel the situation out. And finally, from this deck, this is my love deck, listen with your heart. So if you want to know if this person is right for you, or if they're working for you, just don't approach, making a mess here, but don't approach it with your mind. Don't approach it with your brain. Approach it from a place of, your heart, your soul, because you'll know deep down whether or not this is the right person for you. So that's all. All this really is reminding you to do. Okay. You are also being reminded to take the time to heal, as the ladies were talking about for my Lemurian deck here, because you do have some things that still need to be healed. And part of the reason why it's going to take a bit of time for you to meet this person is because you need to get to kind of prioritize the healing before you can be fully open and ready for this wonderful relationship that will be coming up. I did get I don't know if you can see here, but it's the openness card. So you need to kind of just keep an open heart and be receptive toward these opportunities that will be coming into your life. And finally, you are being reminded to have patience, because it will take some time. I also am picking up like a 2-3 year period. I'm picking up that with this particular individual, you're going to be either it's like a work situation or a volunteer situation or something, or maybe even like a club, like a hobby kind of a thing that you'll be indulging, because you're going to, I got this intermingle. Oh, not this patience. I'm sorry. This intermingle card. And I feel like that's because you're going to have some things in common, and you're going to meet someone there, and that's going to be that level of connection. But I think you're going to actually, if you're open, there might be 2 or 3 individuals. It's not even necessarily just like 1 or 2. I think you're going to have several opportunities, and each one is going to be a step up from the last one, and each one is there to teach you something so that you are ready to experience love at that level once you meet the person that we're all talking about ultimately. Okay, Glenise. I was hoping to meet someone soon since I'm over 40. Well, so am I, honey. Yeah, I know how that feels. But yeah, but these are all, like Tana said, these are all very positive cards, and this is just going to take a little bit of stuff. I know, like I always say, the universe does not work on people's time. Okay, I know we wanted a certain amount of time, and we're like, come on, biological clock is ticking here, etc. But the universe has its own way of doing things, and it's not going to be on the time schedule that we want. All right, Gleneve.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Gleneve, and thank you for tipping. And just to let you guys know, we do have another engagement, so we will be signing off just a little bit before 5, so we can jump into that. So if you want your question answered, tip. Okay, I'm just going to go on to the next question now. And it is...
I'm sorry, I forgot to say, Gleneve, by the way, if you do have a question regarding a specific person, whether you're compatible or not, I actually do love compatibility readings. And if you show me a picture of that person and I can look at a picture of you alongside, I can actually tell if you guys are meant to work out, not like what your compatibility is. Just wanted to throw that in there. So just something to consider.
Okay.
Sorry, Michelle.
Oh, no, fine. All right. So our next question is Parman Alicia. I'm wondering if I should move to another community where rents are cheap. Oh, I hear you, Parman. And there are more jobs and nicer people, to be honest. But this will be a large move for me. And once I move, there's no going back. Happy to hear any messages that you may get. Okay, you kind of have a long question, so I'm going to go ahead and hide it for a sec. All right. So the first card I got for you, Parman, was the 4th house. This is all about finding your home, securing your base. You're looking for a place that you feel supported, that you, it's going to be your home base, your family, okay? It's also, given the fact that Uranus is in Taurus right now, our financial systems are all over the place. We're just basically trying to find assets and avenues to help us feel secure. And if you're like me, living in like a Seattle area or a major metropolitan area like New York, for Renata's case, the prices are just insane. Not only food, but real estate and rents and everything else. And they just keep going up and up and up. So trying to find a place that really makes you feel secure, okay? And that I do get that the place that you're thinking about will be a good home. Then I got Uranus. Now, Uranus wants you to... be very open about how you're going to address this move. Okay. Uranus rules Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about innovation. It's all about changing the way that you think and view the world from a material perspective. It's also known as the lightning planet, so it can bring about unexpected changes along the way. So I would recommend now, if you're looking to rent, just, looking at the security of the building, because that's what that 4th house is all about. Really doing your due diligence to research the neighborhood, because there's a lot of crime going on in different areas. Doing your homework before just jumping into something that may look really, really great online, but maybe not in person. Okay. Maybe if you can get one of the property managers to give you a virtual tour, because I'm getting that this is going to be a large move. It's going to be far from home. Okay. So those are the 2 main ones that I got for you. And I got the Guardian. This is the most important card moving forward for you. It's take time to become aware of and prepare for all contingencies by making your home base secure so you feel safe and protected. So looking for a place where you can feel rooted, where you can feel safe. Especially being a woman in today's world, it's nice to have, maybe a second point of entry that's locked. So it's not just, I wouldn't recommend like there's a ground floor and there's no bars on the windows, maybe rethink it, something like that. That's what I'm getting from spirit is focus on safety. That's first. And then really doing your homework, because Uranus is there and he's there for all of us. Okay. He's messing with our finances right now. And it's a good thing because it's causing us to reevaluate how we view money and financial systems as a world. Okay. And then I pull some self-care cards for you because I think that's really important. Hydrate. You need to drink more water. Drink more water. Okay. Because you're not drinking enough water. And then you need to do some energy work. And Spirit told me that you've done this before. You have done energy work. I'm getting a little bit of pranayama, some meditation, possibly getting into some yoga. Okay. You've done this before. So doing this can help ground you into making the right decisions moving forward so that you're coming from a really great and calm place. And I also got sweet treat. So treat yourself to something delicious. Okay. I don't know if you're the cook or you have a cook in the family, but make something for yourself or put in a request. Okay. So that's what I got for you. And then I pulled one from my angel tarot and I got the moon. So things might be a little confused. The moon is kind of a confusing card because when it comes upside down, it can represent clarity. But in this, it says important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. And there's the cutest little dog in the card. You see the little dog there? That's right. I don't know if I can get it there. The little dog. Oh, the little happy little muffin. And then there's a wolf on the other side there. But I'm getting, find a place if you have a dog. Just telling me, find a place with a park where they can just play and have fun and go potty. Okay, so it's for you. It's got this cute little Sheltie in there, good. So I'm a dog mom too. So wherever I move, I'm like, there needs to be some green areas for the pups. Okay, so but I think the psychic insights are going to come to you once you take time out for energy work, because you need to be in alignment with yourself in order to make the best decisions moving forward. Okay, so that's what I got for you. I hope it was helpful. I know Tanys and Renata have more.
So I have some cool ones, Carmen. So I also got trust your intuition. So with Michelle's moon card and this one, I would say that you are very intuitive, and that you're going to start to tap into that. When we talk about moving, I would say, yes, it's time to move. Fresh start. Ooh. That would be, and also about balance, right? Finding balance. Michelle was talking about safety. I was feeling like you're moving to safety as opposed to, still you want to keep an eye on your safety when you're there, but I feel as though there's something around you that you're kind of moving away from because it doesn't feel as safe as it could. And that would be part of why you're taking action. Okay, so I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. See, they're jumping over that river there. So I don't know whether you're thinking about going abroad on the other side of the ocean, but definitely perhaps on the other side of a river. So so jumping and leaping over, taking that leap, a leap of faith is what's coming to mind. Giving birth came through, so bringing through new energies. I'm bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. That would definitely be a card for a move. And I thought so. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. So I got the moon in this card as well, and that it will lead to peace because you've got a dove here as well. So I think that this move will help to make you feel safer, and intuition is going to be there. I think you'll end up with more clarity in your life as well. And just know that you do have the courage to do this. So they're jumping over this wall with a truce flag, right? You're jumping into something new, and you do have the courage. Just ignite that within yourself and ask Archangel Michael to come and be with you for that. It says, I'm strong, valiant, and courageous. And the last one here.
Cackling.
I think Michael is with us too, isn't he? What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. And so it's really encouraging you to, think positively about the move and step into the intuition about where you want to be. Okay, because I think you're quite intuitive, perhaps even more than you're aware of. So just spend some time thinking about that before the move. And again, safety is always a good thing to consider. So hope that's helpful.
Yay. Oh, you guys, you really can't make this stuff up. Before I get to the cards that I got that are kind of matching up to what you two had, it's interesting because I pulled, this is a new deck for me. I love it. I have 2 new decks today and I'm like really connecting to both of them very quickly. And you're being reminded, there are like 3 specific things you're being reminded of, which I feel like maybe got lost in the shuffle, but these are all important things. First of all, authenticity, okay, with yourself. Be really, really honest with yourself, okay? Maybe journal, get your stuff out and be very honest with where you are right now and what you feel like maybe you'd like to move toward. Not like the physical move. I mean, like where you'd like to move in terms of your spirituality, in terms of your psychological state, etc., or maybe even your job situation. You know, be very honest about where you are right now. And is it working for you? Is it serving you? So that's what you're being reminded of. You're being reminded to rest. Take the time to rest because you need it. And you're also being reminded, don't forget to have joy in your life. Don't forget to, if you're considering this move, kind of take a look at what your opportunity would be to indulge in your hobbies and the things that really bring you joy. So those are some of the things that you're being reminded to consider in this move. Now, this is actually a really good time of manifestation for you. This was from my Lemurian deck. I pulled this for you. So I think part of your gift also is like manifesting stuff. So this is a good time for you to do that. And then here are some of the cards that were like so on point with you guys. You are being told to tread thoughtfully, right? So narrow pathway, because you have this kind of situation that feels like, okay, I don't have a wide open space, but I have only kind of like, it's either this or this. So that's what this is kind of talking about. However, you are protected by angels.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's Michael.
Yep, right there. Which is
Lord
what I
no.
was talking about, the cackle. Right there. And he very much, I feel his presence today. And look at this. Faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. So this is literally, you can't get much clearer than that this is a good time for a move.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I just want to remind you, you said that once I move there, there's no going back. I mean, you may not be able to move back where you're coming from, but there's always, I'm sure you
Uh-oh. I have swords. Ceremonial, mind you.
Yeah, but I just wanted to remind you that you are not stuck. Like if you move, it doesn't mean you're permanently stuck there. So just keep that in mind, okay? And finally, hey, look at this. This is the final card that I got for you. Cleansing waters. And you said there was a river involved, and we all pulled water cards for you, okay? Purification activates vibrant life force. So there's something there. There's really something there for you. And I think that this is just more encouragement that this may be the right way for you to go. All right.
And there's a river in there again too, so that's kind of cool. And there was one with the heart, the one with the falling hearts. That card had a river as well. It was frozen though.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking to see if there's any. There's a lotus flower. There's dragonflies, and dragonflies are also. There's a dragonfly right there. I don't know if you can see it, but dragonfly is usually indicative. I think as an animal totem, it's indicative of transformation.
Yep.
I often see dragonflies here, like when I'm going through a transformative time. And only that, it's so funny. I never see them except for like at a very specific time in my life. So, and I'll see a whole pile of them then. But so I've looked it up. That's why I know off the top of my head. And yeah, just a lot of, I feel like this card is also very peaceful. So this might be a better connection, but I think part of like why you're being reminded about having joy is that it's important for you to have a community that you can really engage with and connect to, and you can indulge in, and you can have like those strong connections, and that'll help you to feel safe as well. All right, Parman. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much, Parman. And Parman says, I very much appreciate all the focus, 100% on the button, including rivers, community, and swords. All right. Sounds good. Okay. So we only have a couple of minutes left. So I'm just going to do a really quick one for the next person in line. And let me find you. I think her name was, let's see. Oh. Yeah, Kay actually said, tomorrow I'm going tomorrow to know my rights as a tenant, and I'm creating a case since there's been violations with Mike. That's the landlord, and I'm nervous. And I think that's what you were talking about last time about speaking up and setting boundaries, because it's in motion. Yes, set those boundaries, Kay. That's so important moving forward. And then our question actually came from Lisa, and it says, hey, ladies, I would love a message, please. So I just pulled 2 quick cards for you, and then we have to go over to Grateful Goddesses. So I pulled Uranus. This is the lightning planet, okay? And I shuffled. So you have some unexpected changes coming your way. Be prepared for this. So whatever you have on your mind right now. Yeah, unexpected stuff's coming your way. We get ready for it. And I said, what can she do? And I said, I got the initiate from the Wild Goddess Oracle. Acknowledge what you do not know and learn with a beginner's mind so you can be accepted as an authority one day. So this is something that's completely out of left field. You're not really is well versed in this area, but don't be afraid to initiate. Look at the woman's face in this card. She is like, bring it. Okay. That's the attitude you need to take with this. Like, I got this, come at it with a beginner's mind, be open, be explorative, because that, Uranus is it's Aquarius. Okay. It's finding new ways of looking and being and living. Okay. So that's what I got for you really quick.
Awesome.
I hope that was helpful.
And I just did 3 quick ones as well. So this one here is law of attraction, and it says relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of your energies. Okay, so it's encouraging you to be in the flow, because when you're in the flow, you can manifest a lot easier. And you are getting that sensitivity is coming up again. You got a moon in there, which is about intuition. So that's really coming in as well. And this card as well has this like flow, right? It's in flow. So there's something really strong message about you being in the flow of things, because you will find more peace that way. I am the angel of peace. I bring you more new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And so, stay with that, go with the flow, because that will help you to manifest what you want to manifest in your life. Okay? And feel into that intuition, because that's coming up for me as well for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Michelle, I pretty much got identical cards to you. So the first one I got was the Great Adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. So this is talking about like the changes that you have that are coming up, and it's going to feel like a risk because it's new and it's different, right? So you're just kind of I think you're being encouraged to go through it. And this is for your own growth and for your own good. And then the other card I got in that deck is stepping into power. I literally got that right before you said that, Michelle. So it was kind of like, okay. So you were being told you are strong beyond measure. But I think this is really about you. Like, I'm sure that if I pulled from some other decks, I would get some very strong women, images of some very strong women there as well. But you are being encouraged to step into, that place of like, just reinforce your gut, reinforce that solar plexus. And you're like, this is a time of growth. So you just kind of need to step forward into it with courage, I like to say, and determination. And also this is a time for being, exploring internally. This is like spiritual exploration. So like Tanys said, you have that within you. So this is a good time to connect more deeply to it, because it's going to help guide you. Okay, Lisa, I hope that was helpful.
I have this card too that kept showing up in my head, so I had to find it, but it's a warrior woman. Okay.
I had that
and
too.
Parman, there's your sword. I'm thinking of Parman for this as well.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're still there, Parman, but
I was thinking of that strong woman image as well, but that's essentially what I got. They just didn't have that image in particular in that deck that I was drawing from, but I was also getting that imagery. But anyway.
Okay, Lisa, thanks for joining us. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. And Kay, she said, I'm just updating you all. Thank you for giving me strength during this time. I'm nervous, but I'm prepared. You've got this, Kay.
You're okay,
You've
Kay.
got this. You've got this. And I got 10th house. So just come at this with the kind of Capricorn perspective. Very responsible. Have all your stuff together and do it without emotion. Just go, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And then wait for them to speak. And then, just be professional as you can. Okay, Kay? And you got it.
I have the stillness card for you. Be calm and quiet. So come at this from a very calm, don't do it from your personal, like Michelle said, your personal emotions, but just do it from that like very fact-based, just the facts, ma'am, kind of a thing.
Yeah. And Parman says, I was in my living room looking for my whetstone. Okay, Parman. All right. So we have to go. We're headed over to Grateful Goddesses. So if you didn't get your question answered, you can actually join us here. Go to this link and you can join the studio audience and get your question answered there. Okay. So pulver.com, it's Grateful Goddesses, and we will be answering questions live. And the host is amazing. Her name's Karen, and we're just going to pop over there real quick. Okay. So I hope you all have the best week. Sending love. Again, my name is Michelle Marie, Astrological Tarot. And
Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy.
And Renata Zimmer from Readings by Renata.
Lots of love, you guys.
Lots of love. Love
Thanks
you guys.
for being here. See you next week. Bye.